Where did we meet? We met at the club, DB Lounge to be exact. I think the day was like May 20, no, May 6th. She was leaving out, was exiting the club. Uh, I seen her, looked at her, and I yelled, well, yelled something at her, walked her outside, and uh, leaving out the club. That's where we met. My first expression of her when I seen her in the club, why she ain't dancing with nobody. She must got a man. Uh, thought she was cute. Um, so let me shoot my shot. And I was just waiting for my opportunity. And leaving the club was the opportunity.
How did we meet? We met at the club. Um, well, after the club, as we were walking out, he kind of approached me because I was walking kind of behind my friends. They were talking to some guys. Um, so I was walking behind them, and then he kind of pulled me to the side and asked if he could talk to me, kind of keep me company while my friends were talking to the other guys. My first impression of him, I wondered why he wasn't really dancing because he was there with a friend, and I noticed his friend was kind of dancing with anyone, everyone, talking to everyone, and then he was just kind of relaxed, chilling, and I thought that was cool. Um, that he was just kind of there to have fun, really, not really get to try to get at anyone.
First day was Six Flags, middle of the week. Uh, Surprised that we actually went because I was getting flaked on multiple times before. Then finally got there, Six Flags.
Where was our first day? Our first day was at Six Flags. We went during the middle of the week in the summer. And then after that, we went to Red Lobster and we ate. And he told me I can have whatever I wanted on the menu.
Favorite thing about her would be the I don't care attitude in a good way. She lives in the moment, so that's probably the best. Which ways are we alike? We like having fun, no matter what. What I told my friends after our first date was she pretty cool. We're gonna have to work on her clothing, her shoe game because it ain't right. Uh, Overall, it's good vibes.
My favorite things about him, first of all, his the love that he has for his family, the love and respect that he has for them. That caringness, it just translates into how he is with me as well, and the love and care that he shows. I think that's my favorite thing about him.
What she can't do that I can't would be she could sing. I can't. She actually has a song out. She's a recording artist. You know, I ain't got that skill.
In which ways are we mostly alike? We like to have fun together. We like to pretty much do everything together, but I like that we're also okay doing things separately, like with our own friends. Um, but yeah, we like to have a good time, like to laugh. Um, and we also sometimes we're just chilling. He'll create games, like different things, like learning more about each other type games, and we just talk about anything and do random stuff and have the time of our lives. Which ways are we different? Well, I tend to lose things a lot, lock myself out of the house a lot. Michael's very responsible with those types of things. Those things really never happen to him. Whenever I do lose something, he's always the one to find it. And he loves cooking. I hate cooking. That's probably the major thing.
When did I know I was in love was I think I got multiple times that happened, but the one where it really hit when I was in the mall and I actually went to look at a ring and it's like ask yourself why am I here? And I was like, okay, must be love. What did she do to make me think she was the one? When she started slowly leaving clothes at the house, um, things started going out every day, talking every day, and don't know. It's just like her whole aura of things um, made me jump for it, jump for her, I guess.
I remember telling them that he was my man now, um, and that we had a really good time. He was cool, chill, like me, but I could also tell that he liked to have fun and stuff. What can I do that he can't? That's a good question. So I feel like I learn so much from him all the time. I think that I can sometimes be a little more patient with things, especially like if we're out somewhere and we have to wait. I'm always willing to just wait. And he's like, no, let's just go somewhere else. It'll be a lot quicker. I think that might be something. When did I know I was in love? I think probably after, um, that's a good question. I think probably after we had maybe our third date and we went out somewhere. We had a really good time. And he just showed to be really respectful, really caring the whole time we were together throughout the whole date. Um, and then I drank a little too much, you know. So he made sure I made it home safely and didn't try anything crazy. He was just very respectful, really a gentleman. Okay. How did my parents feel about this here? I think I remember telling my dad that he just reminded me so much of him, how patient he was, loving, kind, caring. And we also like to have fun. He likes to do things with me and for his family. And then my dad just really liked those attributes. And then he said he saw that through him when he met him the few times before that conversation. And then my mom, when I was telling her, she was like, I always knew it from the moment you said you met him. I was always telling you to call him back and give him a chance. So they were very happy, to say the least. They loved Michael.
When I told my parents I think I found the one, uh, I think when I brung her around, and they was like, "Oh," I gave them the heads up that it was the person I was talking to. But when I brought her around to my grandma's house, they knew it was real because it's like going through the interview process. If it's gonna really be real, then for most part they was like, "All right, let's see." She's nice. We like her. Um, Mainly the little kids like her, and that's good for my parents to see that my niece and nephews are attracted to her as well. So that was like it was good. I think that's what they know.
Their reaction to the proposal. I remember FaceTiming my parents because we were in Cabo with his parents for his mom's birthday. So I FaceTimed my mom, and she was really excited. And then she was like, "He came over here last weekend and asked me and David if he can marry you. I'm so glad he did that." She said, "I started crying. I'm so excited, so happy." And just going into asking all the details and things like that. And then my dad, he said, "About time." He asked me to be able to marry you so months ago. He was like, I thought he changed his mind. But they were really happy, excited.
Nice.
My parents' reaction to when I told them I was gonna propose to her was my dad was like he was happy. He didn't really say any word. My mom was like about time. Uh, and then Cabo. It was supposed to be a surprise. Surprise didn't happen because my parents got to talking to other people about why we here, and she overheard it, so it wasn't really a surprise. But they was happy. I'm the first one of their sibling. I mean their children to get married, so they was ecstatic.